Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to your channeled message reading. This is the Dream Clairvoyant. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I do hope you're all doing well, feeling safe and feeling blessed because you are. So for the channeled message reading, it does not matter what your zodiac sign is, what your gender is. Absolutely anyone may resonate with this message. I just ask that you take what resonates and leave what does not. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're using the Gilded Reverie deck. Oh, number 14, the Fox card. Tell us more about this message, Holy Spirit. Someone's been caught. The Sun card, Illumination. Yep, 12, the Owl card, Wisdom. Wisdom. Someone has gained wisdom. Someone has gained enlightenment and understanding of a situation. They're no longer caught up in a web of lies and deceit. Tell us more about this message. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Yep. Someone is no longer being tricked. They see things clearly now. They have acquired a deeper understanding of a situation that was very confusing, a situation that had a lot of lies, deceit, manipulation, trickery. I feel like the enemy was tricking you. If this is your message, the enemy was tricking you so that you can make a bad decision. So that you can make a bad decision, make a bad risk. The dice card, number 39, is all about risks, taking chances, or even gambling. I feel like the enemy wanted you to gamble a person, place, or thing, risk a person, place, or thing. Does that make sense? And I can refer to the booklet here. Dice, it says, I am the risk, the gamble you choose to take. Someone here wanted you to make a bad decision about another person, place, or thing. Someone here wanted to trick you, deceive you, and manipulate you into making the wrong decision about another person, place, or thing. There's lots of trickery here. Lots of trickery. So please, I can't talk. please pray. Pray to God to bless you with the spirit of discernment. With this kind of trickery, you can't just use your intuition alone. You'll need even greater, you will need discernment. Discernment will help you pinpoint the core of the situation. Discernment will unveil any enemy, any false person who is covering, masking themselves. There's trickery. When you see the Fox card, number 14, I'm going to read it. It says, number 14, the Fox card. It says, when I am not your job, I am your red flag for some deviousness going on. Look around your circle in your hall. I might be planning your fall. I am master of manipulation, and I am going to fool you all. Craftiness is my fame, and sneaky is my game. Like a wolf hiding in sheep's clothing who was trying to trick you. And I saw specifically someone being like put in a web, like a web of lies and deception. Someone's trying to blur your vision. Someone's trying to be so deceitful that they're trying to create this fog so that you can't see the truth, and you will end up making a bad decision, perhaps about an important person, place, or thing. For some, you're meant to help someone, and the enemy is disguising themselves and manipulating, deceiving you to see the innocent person, the good person, as the bad guy, or the innocent person as the troublemaker, so that you can leave that innocent person behind and not help them. This person who's the Fox has been causing a whole lot of drama, conflict, and chaos. And they've been trying to make it look like it's not them that's doing it, that it's another person. This situation truly calls for the spirit of discernment. You, oh my gosh, what Spirit just said is you are someone's ticket. You are someone's good luck charm out of a bad situation. You're the one who's going to free, help, rescue another person. You're their ticket. You're their good luck charm. But if you see this person as bad or guilty or just horrible, evil, then you're not going to help them. You are their ticket. You are their messenger. Number 12, the Birds card, all about messages and communication. 15, the Bear card, which talks about strength and power. Tell us more. Tell us more about the situation. 19, the Tower card, which talks about like corporations, companies, institutions, organizations. This could have to do with a business empire of some sort. And you know, the 15, the Bear card could even represent a very distinguished businessman or businesswoman. Or this is some sort of spiritual warfare that is connected to business empires, corporations, institutions. Holy Spirit, can we get clarity on number 19? The Tower card. 25, the Ring card, which is all about commitments. Something is meant to be. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Something is destined to be. Something has, like God has written and sealed someone's destiny. And like someone is destined to be a powerful figure in the business world. They're meant to own business empires or be a part of business empires. That is God's promise to them. But the enemy is trying to cause, wow, I'm hearing this message directly. Thank you, Holy Spirit. The enemy is trying to cause a premature death, a premature ending for someone's destiny, as in the enemy is trying to put an end to this person's path before they can even start, before they can even what's the word? Like before they can even start this journey. Someone's trying to cause a premature ending. Like, I'm going to end it before you can even be who you're called to be. I'm going to cause an ending for you. That's what the enemy is trying to do, because this person here has a powerful calling on their life. They're meant to be in high places so that they can ensure that the will of God be done. This is a good person here, not a bad person. And in high places, you will meet good and bad people. You'll meet people of affluence, power, and status, and who knows how they got there? Who knows what deals with the devil they made? But then you will also, in high places, you will also meet God's people, those who truly did the work and the servitude. And so God promoted them and increased their finances, their wealth. Some people are truly just blessed with material wealth, material abundance. That's God's blessing to them. But then you have the counterfeits, the wolves in sheep's clothing, who are in these high places, not by hard work, not by integrity, morals, and values, but by doing things like corruption, lying, stealing, exploiting people. So it's like anywhere, in any place, in any field, in any industry, You have good and bad people. But the bad people, their agenda is very, very exploitive. Many times their agenda is to take over, and in a negative way. There is a person here who has a higher calling on their life. And it is destined for them to be some sort of powerful figure, in the business world. And when this does happen, they're going to be serving God in their position. They're going to be making decisions that's for the greater good of all, not just themselves. And that's what the enemy doesn't want. Like something's like the ring card, something's meant to be. But they have a whole lot of deception around them. A whole lot, the moon. And if they're not careful, if they don't open their eyes spiritually, they don't need to be distracted by materialistic, superficial things. They don't. They need to be closer to God more than ever, because the enemy has eyes on them. They need to start seeing things from a spiritual perspective. Not everything is so surface level, is what I'm trying to say. And then this enemy, there is an agent of the enemy, an agent of the devil, who's this fox, a wolf in sheep's clothing. What does that mean? It's when a person is presenting themselves to be who they're not. It could also mean that this person has found themselves in high places, but they didn't work to be there. They got there by doing evil things, lying, manipulating. This person's wearing a mask. And something tells me this person is very unethical. They don't believe in working hard to get to where you want to be. They believe in exploiting people, stepping on people's toes to get where they want to be in life. And this 15, this bear, this polar bear, representing power, strength, leadership. It could even represent a nurturer. This is an individual who is very caring and has very strong morals. But they don't realize that they are around a fox, a trickster. They are around someone who is the exact opposite of them. And this person, whenever the real meets the counterfeit, you have to be careful, because the counterfeit will always try to diminish you, compete with you, sabotage you, and get rid of you. There is a bear and a fox around each other. But I don't know if the bear knows it, which is why you were sent as the messenger. Birds represent messages. You were sent to deliver a message to this person. If they will allow it, if they can just pause for a moment and get back to God, focus on God, so that God can reveal you to them. Because what if this person doesn't know you, or doesn't know who you are in the spirit and what you're meant to do? What if they don't listen? What if they don't give you a chance to deliver this message? The messenger has arrived, right? But the person, the recipient, must be available to receive the message. They have to give you a chance to deliver the message. Or are they too blinded by materialistic, superficial things that they're not even aware that God has sent them a helper, a rescuer, They're not even aware that they have a wolf around them. And this wolf was sent by the enemy to cause chaos, conflict, destruction. When the devil sends an agent, when a devil sends one of his agents into your life, it's to kill, rob, and destroy. It is to try to block the plans that God has for his people. And so I feel like the messenger here, I feel like, and whenever you're in these sorts of situations where you're being appointed, the divine has appointed you to a certain person, place, or thing to bring help, you are also a target. The enemy can see your light and knows what you stand for and knows that you're the helper. So the enemy will always try to block you from helping those who need to be rescued, from helping those who need to be healed and delivered, from helping those who need to be enlightened. And so you were a target. How were you a target? The enemy was trying to completely deceive you. Which is why when God reveals things to you, whether in a dream or a vision, write it down, remember it, hold on to it. He is revealing these things to you himself so that when the enemy tries to come and trick you and deceive you, it won't work because God has already told you and showed you things. So this fox has been targeting the messenger. This fox, what I see is, thank you, Holy Spirit. What I see is this fox, this enemy has been causing a whole lot of trouble and making it look like it's the bear that's doing it, so that you can be so turned off and so angry and you leave. And if you leave, they get to swallow this person up. And who knows, it may even be because of you that this person is still going so strong. You may be covering this bear. You may be covering this person, excuse me, you may be covering this person in your light. And that's why it's so hard for this fox to successfully attack this bear. Some of you were sent to deliver a message. Some of you were sent to heal and bring deliverance. Some of you were sent to protect this person, to intercede spiritually. This fox has been creating a whole lot of illusions, the moon, to deceive you and your person, and especially you. You're the help that's needed. If you turn your back and leave, those who need to be helped won't get helped. And truly, this is not a physical battle. No one is saying that you should put yourself in dangerous situations or, risky situations. It's not a physical war, it's spiritual. Interceding for others, it's just a matter of prayer. It's like praying on the behalf of someone. And your presence, I also feel like because your spiritual presence is so big and powerful, when you are around, because you are present in this situation, the enemy doesn't feel comfortable attacking this bear because the enemy knows someone's watching and it's you. Sometimes just your presence in a situation, it changes everything because the enemy knows that someone's watching. So now they have to be on their best behavior. It's your presence that's protecting this individual. And it's also your prayer and light that's covering them. But what I see was going on here is this, I'm telling you, this fox was absolutely trying to trick and deceive you. I feel like this fox was doing things in the shadows, and you thought that it was the bear doing it. You thought it was your person doing it. And it was just to get you to become so distasteful of your person, to become so turned off that you end up leaving. So be careful with accusations that you make, especially if you don't have concrete proof, if you're not seeing the person do it. Be careful with who you accuse of things. If you feel a lot of sneaky energies, people doing things behind closed doors and stuff like that, it's definitely because they're trying to hide the truth and manipulate you to believe lies. But here you are, 31, the sun. Something has been brought to light. You've been awakened, enlightened, illumination. There are two people here, is what you need to know. Your person, who's the bear, and then the enemy, who is the fox. 14 and 15. Look at that. But the fox has been doing things to make it look like it's the bear doing it. Yeah. But it looks like you've gained wisdom, 22. Maybe someone shared wisdom, or you dug a little bit, or it was your spirit that, gave you this wisdom. You've gained wisdom on a situation, and you're like, wait a second, someone was manipulating me into making a bad risk, a bad decision, and not fulfilling my calling, not completing the assignment, the mission, not doing what you were called to do. Yeah. Wow. Tell us more about this situation. $38 and 10. The bridge and scythe. The blade is what I call it. So 38, the bridge card, which talks about overcoming difficulties, burning bridges, and just moving forward in life. But then you have number 10, right? The number 10, the blade card, it talks about something that's dangerous and sharp. There's something about yourself. There's a reason why this enemy was disguising themselves. Because if you were to pinpoint that there is another person disguising themselves, trying to trick you and your person, you would do something about them. That's why people do things in the dark, so that they can get away with it. Because if they were to be seen, caught, exposed, you would be able to do something about it. There's power. Look, 44, the magnifying glass. Once you pinpoint this person, the only reason why they've been able to get away with this is because you didn't see them. So it's almost like, imagine yourself in a room that's pitch dark, but you have to find the bad people, but it's pitch dark. They're hiding in the dark. So you have a flashlight and you're shining it. You're shining the flashlight everywhere, trying to find these people, because when you put that light on them, they get caught. And I've said it so many times on the channel, the light of God is used to do so many powerful things. The light of God heals, it delivers, it protects, it prospers. And the light of God illuminates darkness, and it also eliminates it. Sometimes just being aware of what the enemy is doing cancels out the enemy's plans. Just being aware. Knowledge is power. Sometimes just by you being aware what a person is doing behind your back, it cancels their plan. So this individual, I feel like they've actually been disguising themselves behind your person. It's like they've been hiding behind your person. There was a mix of energies where it kept on feeling like it was your person doing it, and it wasn't. They are using your person's energy to disguise themselves. There may even be some black magic being used. There is 32. They're doing something like, I heard shield magic. I heard shield. They're doing things to disguise themselves, to cover their faces and their energies. It's almost like using another person's energy signature. Using another person's energy signature to do these bad things so that it'll look like it's them doing it, that it's your person doing it. I see it. This fox, this enemy is hiding behind your person and using your person's energy to disguise themselves. The moon. This is spiritual. The moon represents things that are hidden, the unseen world, the unseen realm, which is the spirit realm. But this is dark. This is dark forms of spirituality. And this is also that the rescuer won't rescue the person who needs to be rescued and will actually leave them behind to get attacked, to get swallowed up by these wolves in sheep's clothing. There's something about you that you don't know. There's a reason why God selected you for this mission. It comes with the gifts that you have. Because of the spiritual gifts that you have, that's why you were chosen for this particular assignment. (38) Bridge. Overcoming difficulties. It says it is a symbol, the bridge is a symbol of transition and overcoming obstacles in your way. The bridges card acts as a way to cross a divide and thereby opens up new opportunities. You have a spiritual gift where you come with that, like, you know, the death card, you're like the Grim Reaper. You come with death, like you bring death to evil, to bad, to spiritual darkness, but then you bring new beginnings to all that is of good. Like there's something about you where you have gifts. Some of the things I'm saying about you, I'm not going to say, but you can do stuff. What in the world? You can either bring death or you can bring new beginnings. There's something about you that I've never seen something like this. I'm trying to be careful with what I say because your gifts are very powerful, but it can be interpreted as bad, but it's not. It's a gift that God gave you. You can bring endings or beginnings. You have a big say in, like the Wheel of Fortune, you have a big say in how things go. Universally, like you can either bring people fortune or misfortune. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So you're one of those people where people just shouldn't mess with you, huh? You're one of those people where if anybody does anything to you, by the next day, karma comes and get them. You know, there are just some people where you do something to them and right away it backfires. Like you get karma instantly. You bring death or life. You bring death or life. Life or death is like in your hands. You bring endings or beginnings. Which is why when which is why when demonic spirits see you, they all hide. So it's like, you know, like imagine a classroom of rebellious students and they're loud and shouting, screaming, and then the principal walks in and everybody's like in order. Demons are so scared of you that when you enter a situation, they all try to be on their best behavior because they know you have power and authority over them. You are of a higher spiritual ranking. So what happens in spiritual warfare, what happens to you is these demonic spirits, they don't try to encounter you. They don't try to interact with you face to face. They hide from the shadows. They don't want to reveal themselves to you because you have power and authority over them. The divine has given that to you, power and authority. So they will try to be on their best behavior. Some of them may even try to befriend you, be super, super nice and accommodate you. But it's so that you wouldn't catch them. It's so that you wouldn't realize that they are an enemy. Because when you do, they know what's going to happen. So you're not the kind of person where evil people will target you face to face or even physically. Their goal is to be on their best behavior around you because if you find out who they are and what they're doing, you have a big say in what happens to them. That's why 14 is here, the wolf in sheep's clothing. You're one of those people where some of the most evil people, when they see you, they start acting really, really nice. You're like a king of swords. You're the one who enforces law and order. Okay, so you have got to use the spirit of discernment to unveil these people. There's something you can literally end it all. You may be in a situation where like people are being really, really nice to you, but not to other people. They're prioritizing you, but not other people. Because you're the authority. You're the authority figure. And they don't want you to know what's going on. I see. I feel like I'm channeling a message of someone who is very high ranking in the spirit realm. Very high ranking. They know exactly who you are, which is why they're hiding, disguising themselves. They're not attacking or targeting you. They're disguising themselves. You're one of those people where like when evil people see you, they look like deer. They look like a deer seeing headlights. They get scared, intimidated. You're dangerous, but in a spiritual way, in a good way. You're the blade, you're the scythe, number 10. You can, especially if you're in a place where there's a bunch of demonic spirits, like if you're in a demonic territory, you can literally command all of these demonic spirits out of this place, out of this building, company, neighborhood, community, territory. You have the power and authority. You can command demons out. Because I see you doing it, but I don't know if you were able to spiritually interpret what you were doing. I see you doing it. There's a reason why 38 came out. It's like, you know that saying, burning bridges? These demonic spirits are crossing over and entering this territory, this place, this building, company, institution. Someone has like opened. It's like a portal has been opened and these demonic spirits are just coming in. But you can close that portal. You can send them back and close that portal. And then you can also open another portal of light and bring in the light, bring in good spirits. Oh, there's something about you. And the thing is, I feel like you can travel in between the realms. Like, let me just stop there because your gifts are powerful. And then you're showing up as 10, right? 10. The blade, the scythe. It's a sharp, dangerous tool. You can cut these people, places, and things out of the situation. This wolf is so scared of you. Oh my gosh. This wolf, this enemy is so scared of you using this tool on them and the other agents. And there's something about your vocals. You exude. I'm going to stop the reading here. We're going to continue it in the extended. Okay, I'm going to stop the reading here. We'll continue it in the extended. The link to the extended is going to be in the description box, and I will also pin it in the comment section. So it should be the very first comment that you see, because this, you're powerful. Okay, thank you guys. Take care, everyone. Many blessings to you, and I'll see you guys in the extended.